What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the real reason the WWE buried the demon, John Cena debuting a new theme, Eric Bischoff retires for good, CM Punk sends a warning to fans, a former world champion re-signs with WWE, WWE moving forward with a new storyline, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Now, first story looks at the real reason WWE buried the demon. Now, our top story today takes a look at a new report relating to Finn Balor, specifically his demon persona. Since Triple H took over WWE Creative, he's been reluctant to use Balor's alter ego. Balor's demon persona went through a rough patch under the final few years of Vince McMahon's management, as Balor lost key matches to names such as Roman Reigns and Edge, the latter of which received vast criticism, and many fans believe that Edge should have put over the demon at WrestleMania 39. Now, a new report has shed some light on this, and according to Fightful Select, the initial plans were for the Demon to defeat Edge at WrestleMania, and even Edge was in favor of the move. The Demon Finn Balor was originally planned by Creative to beat Edge at WrestleMania 39, FightfulSelect.com has learned. Edge, aka Cope, was eager to put over Balor, but Vince McMahon heavily pushed for Cope to win instead. Why McMahon wanted Edge to win the match is still unknown, as the match completely derailed Balor and the Demon's aura and legitimacy. Since losing the match, Balor has struggled to get the fans on his side, and the lack of response to him each week on TV is a casualty of this booking from WrestleMania 39. Now, if Triple H wants to rebuild Balor and potentially bring back the once popular Demon persona, he has a very tough task. The character would have to be built from scratch, and it would have to be presented as threatening, terrifying, and credible, which would be extremely difficult. Nevertheless, there is still some obvious equity in the character. This equity is solely based on social media support to see the character return, therefore it may be worth trying to rekindle the spark one final time. Next up, Eric Bischoff retires for good. A former WCW president, Eric Bischoff, has officially said goodbye to pro wrestling, as he has no plans whatsoever to return to a wrestling company in any capacity. Speaking on the latest edition of his podcast, this is what Bischoff had to say. I realize now that there is nothing I could do in professional wrestling that's ever going to bring me fulfillment. It's just not because I've done it and I'm proud of what I've done. Bischoff will continue by saying that his disastrous WWE return in 2019 was a key factor in his decision. Unless I could do something that could make me feel as excited as I felt back then about professional wrestling, I can't do it. I just don't have that desire to focus on that business any longer for Vince or anybody else. If I took a job like that, I would be taking it for the wrong reasons and would probably end up having the same results that I did in 2019. Bischoff has no plans to stop delivering his popular podcast, and for now, this will be Bischoff's only link to the pro wrestling world. Next up, a WWE star wants to become Grand Slam champion. This week on SmackDown, Braun Strowman became #1 contender for the US title, and now Strowman finally has his sights set on becoming Grand Slam champion in WWE. Speaking via a WWE digital promo, this is what the former Universal Champion had to say. Look, when you're fighting 3 guys every week, you take a win however you can get it. Disqualification? So be it, whatever. I'm the #1 contender for the United States Championship right now. That's the one title that has eluded me in my entire WWE career. And win the United States Championship, I'm a Grand Slam title and a guaranteed shoo-in for WrestleMania. And whilst it seems unlikely that Strowman defeats LA Knight next week on SmackDown, Strowman does seem destined for a WrestleMania matchup. The US title scene is likely headed to a multi-man match on the grand stage, and Strowman is likely to be one of the names involved. In relation to the other names, there's names such as Carmelo Hayes and Jimmy Uso, and they may wish to combine the Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu storyline into the US title hunt. Next up, a WWE legend returning as a manager. Could Rob Van Dam be about to return to WWE as a manager? Well, the WWE Hall of Famer recently appeared on Before the Bell, and RVD stated that he would be interested in a run in NXT managing Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan, yeah, we did a really cool backstage vignette in November or December when I was in NXT for a second. We both did the splits across the chairs facing each other, so that's my answer. I'll be her manager. RVD returning to WWE in a role of this nature would be rather interesting. He's a huge name, and his presence alongside Jordan would certainly help her connect with the audience. Next up, CM Punk sends a warning to fans. And once again, a wrestler has reminded fans to respect their boundaries. CM Punk took to his Instagram story this weekend, and Punk warned people to respect personal boundaries by not touching strangers. As he said, friendly reminder, do not touch strangers. Now, something must have happened this week to make Punk post this, and it's a shame that this even needs to be said. Next up is John Cena teasing a new theme song. John Cena made it abundantly clear on Raw this week that fans wouldn't be getting a new theme song. However, Cena posted a rather interesting image on his Instagram page this weekend. Cena would simply post a photo of his debut album, which some fans are suggesting implies that Cena is going to use a track of the album as his new villainous theme song. Of course, this is Cena's Instagram we're talking about, so the post could have zero to do with a new theme song, but it's rather interesting timing. Cena made the point of saying that he wasn't changing his theme song because it's his song, and it is him who sings the iconic track. However, Cena could still change the theme song and pick a different song from his hit album. Now, many fans want to see Cena bring back one iconic theme from the album, that being track number 10, Bad Bad Man. This of course would be the most appropriate track on the album to showcase his heel persona. But fans are still split on if Cena needs a new theme song currently, and it makes for an incredibly interesting debate. Even if Cena's heel run only lasts a few months, it would be nice to see him switch up the presentation, and him debuting a new theme song will be such a memorable moment. Now, in the case of Cena debuting a new attire, it seems kind of unlikely at this point, especially because his new city-specific merchandise is selling so well. Now, WWE is a business after all, and Cena ditching this wouldn't make financial sense. However, what's to say that people won't buy Cena's heel merch? Cena bringing back the 2005 t-shirt Rock Fuels would definitely be awesome, and again, appropriate for his heel persona. Next up, WWE moving forward with new storyline. Now, there's been speculation on social media this week that Alexa Bliss has been pulled from creative plans. There were even some rumors that Bliss's plans were cancelled due to the Wyatt Six being released from their WWE deals, but thankfully this isn't correct. PW Insider Elite has come through with a report on the matter, and according to them, creative plans are now going ahead with both the Wyatt Six and Bliss. Nothing. Stop listening to online rumors. The Wyatts were moved to SmackDown but hadn't been used as someone from the group had an issue that kept them cleared from performing. We're told that issue has been resolved and that they and Alexa will soon be utilized together on that brand. Until they kick off that story, there's no sense in having them on camera. Now, it's not known yet if Bliss and the Wyatt Six will be involved in the WrestleMania 41 program. There were rumors that the faction would collide with the Judgment Day, but there's been little to no indication of that on television. Bliss returned at the Royal Rumble to an incredible reaction, and it seems like a waste to wait until the Wyatt Six are ready to use Bliss on TV. This is especially the case when it comes to SmackDown and a stagnant 3-hour product. The show needs names that are over with the audience. We saw firsthand on SmackDown this week, certain wrestlers are struggling to connect, and the fact that WWE are not using Bliss out of choice is just baffling. Surely WWE could begin a new storyline without the Wyatt Six being directly involved? It once again shows that WWE as of late are struggling with the certain aspects of their writing, and it's definitely an area that they need to work on as we head into WrestleMania 41 in a matter of weeks. On a side note, WWE have been looking for a new writer. Let's hope that writer is for SmackDown. Next up, WWE deliver a dream match. WWE delivered a live event in Belfast last night, and the card was unbelievable. One of the top matches on the card was a certified dream match as Gunther defended the world title versus CM Punk. This was reportedly going to be the match for Survivor Series last year, and there were even rumors that they were holding on to the match for WrestleMania 41. Match footage is online and the chemistry between the two is apparent. The match would end in a countout, and after the match, the ring general would be hit by a devastating GTS. Elsewhere on the show, WWE delivered matches such as Finn Balor vs Rey Mysterio, Carmelo Hayes vs Andrade, and the main event saw Cody Rhodes defeat Solo Sikoa. And finally, a former world champion re-signs with WWE. Now, our final story today takes a look at the latest name to re-sign with WWE. WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry is now officially back under WWE contract, after a rather uneventful stint in AEW. The former world champion has signed a Legends contract according to Ringside Collectibles, and this will see Henry make future appearances, and the deal will allow WWE to produce merchandise with Henry's likeness and brand moving forward. Henry seems to be officially done in the ring, having wrestled back in 2018, so this contract is strictly as an ambassador style contract and won't involve any in-ring dates. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.